Oh, you got the bonus?
I don't know.
Oh, no, I don't. That's not my job. I don't know. Maybe the UFC can tell you that. I was just saying congrats on the win. First win in almost 2 years, first finish in over 4 years. Considering all of that, would you say this is the best performance of your MMA career?
Can you guys hear me? Do I need the mic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I'm evolving, Ariel. Like, even when I fought Demetrius, I was only in MMA for exactly 3 years. And I'm still growing as a fighter. I never did amateurs as a mixed martial artist. I went straight pro. And I was kind of in the fast lane a little bit. But I'm slowly improving. And like people say, and Joseph would always say, like, Henry's an athlete. And he's right. I'm an athlete. I can do a lot of things that maybe your typical wrestler can't.
Obviously now, I mean, the division is a little bit in flux. It seems like they may do the Ray Borg fight in a month or so. You were supposed to fight Sergio in May. Is that the fight that makes the most sense to try to get back into the title picture for you?
Yeah, I like that fight. But like I told you guys before, I'm fighting people accordingly. I can do karate, I can box, and let's not forget about my wrestling. But I know he's one guy that wants me, and so do I. I just got to sit down with my team, and I don't make decisions on my own. But yeah, absolutely. I want to fight the best guys out there.
What did you say to DJ after the fight? Did you say anything to him?
No, it was more like an approval. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I getting better?
Okay.
Like, that's all. Like, and I want to say this in front of everybody. It's like I mean no disrespect to the champ. Like, he's there for a reason. I know he was with his wife and his father-in-law, and I don't want to be a disrespectful fighter like that. But I do want to fight him.
And just curious, what was your reaction when you found out about Ray Borg pulling out 48 hours before?
At first, I was a little upset, just because, again, our division. This is big for our division, maybe I thought it was like a weight thing, possibly, but you know, the matchmakers, they talked to me and said, no, it's legit. It was actually like really ill, and they're looking to postpone that fight, like you said, within a month or so. But you know, we need fights like that. We need knockouts in the flyweight division. And, you know, that's what I displayed tonight. I know, even with my last fight with Benavidez, man, we're going out there. I'm trying to give it my all, man. To, you know, fight as technical as I can and you know, use my brute strength to, you know, to put these guys to sleep.
Hey, Henry, over here to your left. You tweeted after the fact that you had an injury going into your last fight and you kind of want to make up for it by getting a knockout. What exactly happened before the last fight that you were going in there not at 100%? Yeah,
no, it was a typical hand injury. I hurt my right hand, and I still try to fight Sergio like that. And you know, I should have just pulled out since the beginning. You know, the wrestler in me, coming from that mentality, you know, you just suck it up and you just do it. You just go. And my hand just didn't get any better. And once the doctor, the UFC official saw it, we got the X-rays. They just said, hey, man, you can fight, but your hand may not be the same after this. And I had thought twice, and then we just decided to pull out.
So did you mean now that your hand's feeling healthy, you want to show that you can knock people out with them? Was that kind of the meaning of that tweet? Yeah. I mean, I hit hard, man. I'm a little tank. And I think now I'm kind of understanding a little more distance, timing. I owe a lot of this credit to my boxing coach, Alan Santino, all my coaches who stress that distance. It's okay, Henry. You don't have to get in there and fight like you always fight. Get in there, you know, take your time. You're fast, you're explosive, and you know, catching coming in. And we've seen a pretty incredible progression from you over these past 2 fights. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you're ready for that Demetrius rematch right now, or do you kind of want to see where you're at even a year from now and, you know, continue this improvement? Yeah,
again, man, I have to be honest. I have to sit down and actually talk to my coaches and see what they think. Emotionally, I do want to fight him right away. Technically, am I going to be ready for this guy? Because I just don't want to fight Demetrius. I want to beat him. And you know, he's been on my mind since he beat me. I'm a competitor, man. For me to get stopped in front of 20,000 people, that shit hurts, you know? And I think about it a lot. And he's a guy, there's a reason why he's a pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. And that's who I have to beat. Not just fight, beat.
Would you call this the best performance of your career tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, I'm just adapting to mixed martial arts more. Like, even when Wilson got to my legs, I was composed. Like, I knew who was going to feel my pressure. Like, anybody that tries to shoot into my legs, I felt him try to take me down when he couldn't take me down. I knew that exhausted him because I saw it in his facial expression. But there's another level of wrestling, and I'm gonna use my wrestling when I have to. And mark my words, that's where I'm the biggest threat. It's not even my striking; it's my wrestling, and I can control people. So whoever's out there that can outstrike me, I'm gonna out wrestle you. So I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket. So let it be known. Don't forget.
Hey, Henry, right in front of you. UFC PR just told me that you won Performance of the Night, so congratulations on that.
Yeah! Finally, God! I thought me and Joseph deserved it that last fight. I was a little. I remember talking to Dana White that night because he called me the next day, and he told me what he felt, who won, and I was like, Dana, it's okay, man, but why didn't you guys give us the performance, the fight of the night, man? And he just couldn't answer me, man. So I'm glad I finally. I probably get a bonus, man.
I mean, you gonna split it with Joe then? Is that what's gonna happen?
No.
Hey, when you ran over to Demetrius, did you know that you were gonna do that, or is that?
No. I just saw him. He was cheering for me. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want this to come out as a disrespectful thing. Like Demetrius and his family, they're like, oh, dude, like, good fight, man. You know what I mean? But through the crowd, it looks a little different. So I apologize to him if he felt like I was disrespecting him in front of his family, because that's not who I am. But I do want to fight him eventually.
Yeah, and you keep saying eventually. When do you think you'll know? Like, how do you gauge that? Like, you keep saying you and your team will discuss it and figure out when the right time is, technically speaking. But like, how do you even go about trying to figure that out?
Well, remember, ask Ariel. Ariel just gave you the facts. I lost my last 2 fights. I haven't won in 2 years. I mean, how do you think I feel? Do I want a title shot? I mean, yeah, but realistically, it's up to the matchmakers. I'm getting better and better and better. I know DJ's up there, and I'll be honest with myself. I got to be there technically at the same level as him before I fight him, because I'll be ready. And this time, I'm not gonna get hit to the body, because he beat me in a gray area. He beat me in an area where I thought I was gonna be better than him, and nope. Makes the body shots are mean.
Is there like any doubt in your mind that whenever you get to that point that anyone will defeat him in the meantime, or are you just in your head you're just sure that he'll be there?
I'm the one. I know I'm the one. I have the style. I have the wrestling. I know I'm the one to beat Demetrius Johnson. And no disrespect to all these other fighters, no disrespect to any of them, because anybody has that fighter's chance, but I still believe I have the style to eventually beat him, and I truly do believe that.
Nice. Congrats.
Thank you. See ya. 50 G's, baby.